Hey, hope you guys are doing well. Edgar's here with Trans-Siberian Railway Simulator, episode 4. Let's do a couple things quickly and then be on our way. Alright, let's switch forward. This is actually, believe it or not my first attempt at this episode. There was a very confusing thing that happened. So basically I have to do this, and then afterwards I have to attach the wagons, and I have to go to station backwards, which there's no indication unless you remember the station name. It kind of seemed familiar, but like, you know, the first 3 out of 4 stations had the word Novosibirsk in them, and if this one, as you'll see in a bit, also had that name, but I was just like, okay, I'll just keep going forward, I guess. And turns out I was just heading the wrong direction for like a few kilometers, so I just decided to restart. That might be quicker. I'll drop by this guy and then you'll see what I meant. Slightly confusing. A lack of direction. Or just give me a map, at least. That's another one. Just give me a map, let me figure it out. Otherwise I have to remember all the names or go back to previous episodes. Luckily I recorded. Otherwise it's just shit out of luck. Oh no, I have to do the other thing. Okay, am I braking? Yes, I am. Well, let's go talk to the guy about the briefcase. Might drop by at the shop actually. Our last shootout. Okay, open wide. This is a huge sum for us. Hope the money will do our organization good. Okay, bye. Let's go get some food. Hello? Who are you? You know what? I might. A bunch of stuff. Do I have any arms for sale? Okay, we have the pistol. Yeah, we have 3. Okay. The director is concerned that we are leaving too many marks behind during the operation. There's something that will make him more tolerant of our actions. He has a great passion for animals, especially game trophies. Go hunting and get him deer antlers. Find Victor's hunting cabin, take the gun and knife from him. You won't be able to cut off the deer's head without a knife. Gotcha. Well, basically what we already did. Okay. That's 15 bucks for an AK-47? Or rubles, I don't know what it is. But sure, I don't need them anyway. Hello, who are you? Floating. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Always look like I interrupted something. Yes, please. All of it. It's a lot of food. How do I... Damn it. How do I get the... Okay, I can get the rest of it. We have money. Money is not an object. Is that what they say? Money is no object. Let's get the beer. Doctor sausage, that's what they call them. I don't know why they call them that. It's like, what is it, bologna? The pink, weird sausage? That's barely sausage or anything. That's the same type. Had it a lot as a kid. Doctor's sausage. Alright, so I have to pick up the weapon. Well, the wagon too. That instruction just disappeared. But I'll just keep going forward. And, shouldn't have left this open. And then you'll see what I got confused about. I just decided, yeah, to just restart. I was like 15 minutes in. It's just like, nope. I went too far for too long. So now, instead of the gun and whatever, we have to get the wagons in like a few hundred meters, which is not showing up anywhere in the instructions. I guess here, but the wagons of the Oyash station are ready for transport. They are standing at Maisky station on the railway sidetrack. See, so there's some Oyash station, which it's not behind my face anywhere. It's not on the line on the map. Wait, is this? What is this? This is new. Oh, this is something completely new. Maybe it was a glitch the last time. Because the last time I just had to go straight, and then it made me switch to like a different thing. Sure. This is different. I should have saved the recording. It was a different thing in the previous drive. Alright, let's see if it changes then. It's weird. Let's do beer. This beer, this is beer, this is food. No, went too long. Okay, so now we switch it. Right. Oh, we're already going forward. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this thing wasn't here before. I've had that glitch happen to me once already, where the switch just didn't appear. Like, if it doesn't appear, like, you know, you don't know if you need to switch it or not. Was it? Oh, not bad. Like, there's been at least one more time where, let's say this switch needs to be switched, but it doesn't show that it needs to be switched. You know, as you're passing these things, there's like, you know, you don't need to switch every single one of them. You switch like, I don't know, every fifth or whatever. And that happened once. I think this last time that I kind of just restarted, I think it was something similar. Yeah, because I was on the other side, the previous one. Calm down, calm down. That should give us 40. 12. Alright, so I guess now we go and see Victor. Yeah, this is different. I think because of that, I guess that was the issue. Because of that switch not showing, I went this side, and it made me switch on this thing. And attach to these wagons, and go way back, like a couple stations. Yeah, it was a completely different thing. It didn't, like, notify me that it's a side quest or whatever. It just made me pull these things. Because I didn't make the previous switch, because I wasn't instructed. It was all sorts of confusing, so I guess that's a concern. Second time, where a switch wasn't indicated, and that just took me the wrong direction. have to get the weapons and kill some deer. Wagons, I'm not sure how far. Oh, I guess I don't know. I have no idea. Let's just go. Let's just see. Okay. The wagons to Novosibirsk. They're at Maisky Station. See? It's a different thing now. It talked about started with a letter O. The previous time I activated this. What? You know, let's just go. Let's just see. I don't... Let's just give it a few minutes. I was having some doubts about this game anyway. I was thinking, okay, I should, I started it, did a few episodes. It's probably not going to be too long, right? It's like an early access game, probably nothing too much. It's not AAA, 40 hours of gameplay. And then I checked out the other walkthroughs, gameplays, and a lot of them were like 15 hours. I was like, do I want to do this? And I had this conversation with one of you guys in the comments as well about just like this I don't know, like that was my concern that I've voiced. It's just like, I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna give it like maybe one more episode to see. There were some expectations that I had for it myself. I like the Eastern European, the whole aesthetic. I like this. This is really nice. And some of the detail, I really like it. The cars, the walls, and it's just kind of like these really like some subtle things in the buildings. Those like the big ones, the apartment buildings. Those are like really, I've lived in one of those as a kid that looked like that. It's the same make. I don't know what to call it. So it's kind of not nostalgic per se, but it's interesting. I don't think I've ever played a game that gave me that sort of detail, this aspect. Although I didn't live in Russia, but still, all across the Soviet Union and afterwards, we still had those buildings. But I digress. I just basically, like, this was confusing. Again, second time. 2 different times, 2 different switches. At first, when I left, it told me to pick it up with letter O, some station that I haven't been to. But as I started going, and then I activated this thing, now it's just nothing. I have no idea. So I'll just go straight, I guess. Nobody told me to go back, but the Novosibirsk Vostochny station, I'm supposed to go back. The one that was the last radio message. There's confusion. The shop, I don't need the shop. I need Victor. It's just, I don't know, I might have mentioned this before, I don't know what this game is. It's kind of weird. It's like, My Summer Car does this as well, but they can get to pull it off. This kind of feels like a parody of that, only with their own niche. Just kind of, there's like this kind of like the simulation aspect of like the fixing a train and whatnot, and that's kind of like the common denominator. Same thing with My Summer Car. You kind of have to fix the car and prepare for the rally. And then there's a bunch of silly side quests. No killing though. No, like, at least not in the script. But this one, it feels just, I don't know. I don't know what this game is. It confuses me. It's like a bunch of things at once. And it feels kind of, so far, it seems kind of aimless, in a way. Like, it's, fun. Go to a nightclub, shoot a bunch of pimps, but why? Maybe I'm not good with following the storyline, this one specifically. But it's kind of, yeah. Also, I expected, that's based on nothing. I don't know why I put that thought in my own head, that maybe there's going to be some crafting, some survival, like actually on foot and not building camps or whatnot, but some things that might be survival related. Crafting something. It wasn't that, but again, I don't think it was mentioned anywhere. That was kind of my own expectation for whatever reason. And also the currency, I don't get it. I think I mentioned that last episode. I don't get the currency. Why is it 80s Soviet Russia. Why is there such an abundance of cash? And from the get-go, you get 1,000, and it's just you can get everything. Like, technically I should be having 0 and then scrape like through the garbage bins for food and then get my knife, right? Kill an animal, whatever. Or, you know, steal a gun. Basically some sort of thing where you, like, I already started like a trust fund kit. I had all the cash, as I immediately went into the store, got the AK, 500 bullets, right? I could technically kill the guys, get their gun. Like, it's just so easy. And you do all these things, and you know, you use the gun, go kill a bear out of necessity. You go hunt, kind of, out of necessity, just in self-defense, or you see deer, you shoot them, and then, you know, like 3 hours in, it turns out that it wasn't even kind of supposed to. Only now that's part of the storyline. So, that's not the biggest issue, but again, that's kind of like the timing of it is weird. Oh, there he is. Like, now I'm gonna get a free gun and a knife. Why? That's fine. Like, I had so much cash that I don't need free handouts. Same with the AK before. Like, I don't need it. It's just so cheap. It doesn't make any sense. But again, I'm just being nitpicky. But I kind of... there needs to be more of a struggle. 80s Soviet Russia. Literally right before the collapse. There's supposed to be more struggle, not an abundance. From what I've heard, stories, abundance was not a word in their vocabulary, right? The average person. But it kind of feels like here. Oh, hello there. Sweet. I'm not gonna do this with you. Okay, I got distracted. He was just chasing me. I would have gotten out and fought him anyway. Oh, hello there. I wonder if they all murder, like me, or is it just am I the only one? Or all these guys are like contract killers? That's my big question. Okay, that's all good. I need the deer, I don't really need that. Yeah, let's just kind of finish this episode off, maybe another one, and then assess. It doesn't feel like it's going any direction. But there's definitely like a longer storyline, I think. You know, like let's say 12, 15 hours. I saw one playthrough that was 18, so you know, they maybe took their time, but the average was like 12, 15. That seems a little too long. Like it doesn't... it's not as exciting, I guess. Like the story itself. It's just... yeah, we'll see. Yeah, see? I have a knife. I had a chance to buy like 5 of them. You must be prepared to capture a moment when the king of the forest presents. I thought the bear was the king of the forest. Sure, I'll take all the free stuff. This is the second time they give me like just enough bullets to arm a small militia in Africa, right? It's just I had like... I'm selling the AK-47s because they just keep giving them to me. But again, I like the way it looks. The cars are just, you know, real life cars. And, you know, they had like 4 types back then, and, you know, all of them are here. And they're really realistic looking. There used to be vans that we used to do build here. Maybe those are the vans, I'm not sure. Maybe the ones I'm thinking of, those are like 90s vans, so that's why they're not in this game. That we actually, well, not me, but our country built ourselves for the whole region. But yeah, the rest of them, they're all real, actual vehicles in real life. Shut up. Okay, so shit. Do I have to hunt now? I guess I'll go take a quick look. It says getting the deer's head. You know what? There's a road, so kind of, let's just see. They're kind of more in like clearings, as far as I've seen. Oh, there we go. Oh, I have to get that particular one? Oh, there's like specific types. Like a stag. Not an animal expert, but there's like 2, 3 in my vicinity. I don't want to shoot it too early because, shit. Because then they're just gonna... Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, but there's like 2 types. There's probably like male and female or something. Bye-bye. Okay. This is a beautiful game, though. To me, it seems beautiful. It's really, like, simple, but... I like it. The frame rate drops. I'm not a big fan of those. I don't think it's my computer, I'll be honest with you. A real lack of accountability on my end when it comes to this episode. I just critique, but it kind of doesn't feel like it's my computer. It's a fairly powerful one. It hasn't had any problems with any other game. Okay, let's get the meat too. Okay, but he needs the head. What does he need it for? Did he say? I'm not sure. Okay. Well, sure. I'm on my way. The dialogue sucks. That's another one. When you actually listen to them speaking, I've never listened to like AI voices in Russian, but the dialogue itself, the written dialogue, is just not how they speak. So maybe it was just someone who, you know, used whatever version of ChatGPT is for, you know, just AI basically to do the text to speech and the dialogue itself, like to write it. Again, I'm just speculating on that, but that's what it feels like. I've never had like any real experience with AI in Russian. I have experience with AI in English, obviously, because of I'm in marketing, so that's a, you know, that thing has been prevalent for the past couple of years. But it kind of feels like a version of that in Russian. Like the dialogues and the text and the way they speak. Nobody talks like that in Russia, from what I've heard. I've lived around Russian my whole life. Like, I've known the Russian language since I was like, you know, 6, 7, whatever. That was kind of technically a second language back in the day. Now English is a second language where I live. But it's always been one of the languages, you know, like in Europe, it's normal to know 2, 3 languages. And in this region, at least with my generation and older, Russian is one of them. Maybe younger generations might not be using it as much, but to me, I'm kind of still in that generation. I'm not sure about Gen Z, whether they're still going to speak Russian. There's no such need as it was previously. Just like my parents and grandparents, you know, don't speak English as well or don't speak at all because they just didn't need it. They didn't even get to go any countries that speak English. You know, the Iron Curtain and all that stuff. Now we can travel freely. I did pick it up, right? Yes. So yeah, the dialogue, that's kind of weird. That's kind of disappointing. I like seeing like the storefront signs and stuff, and those are like all correct, proper Russian words, right? Like this stuff. But yeah, the dialogues, I'm not sure what's that about, or monologues. Very weirdly poetic. Running a light horse, right? Yes, that's why I stopped so early on the previous one. I thought I had wagons. Maybe those previous wagons were like a voluntary side quest? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. Again, maybe I've missed something. Some instruction. Definitely not good at braking. This is the closest I've ever been. No. Okay, who wants a deer head? No thank you, sir. I'm the man who transforms death into art, you know, because each delivery is a new journey and a story to be told. Shit, what am I doing? He doesn't want beer. All these distinct branches are a show of the great strength and majesty of this animal. These antlers tell the story of a deer's life. It's sure. Endure to grow to this point. The director will be pleased. Alright. $30, baby! And free AK.
Отлично сработано. Я рассчитываю, что на тебя можно положиться в будущих миссиях.
Speaking of, okay, a group is trying to ruin their reputation by introducing contaminated alcohol to the market. They probably mix it with rocket fuel. Oh boy, this cannot be without consequences. You will meet a vodka seller at Oyash station. He moves around in the blue car. Kill him and destroy his lethal cargo. You know what? Let's do that. We have nothing else to do today. My calendar is clear. Schedule is clear. Might as well do that. So, yeah, have to go forward. Doesn't show anywhere on the map. A map would be nice though. That branches out, maybe? I know it's too much to ask, probably. But at least some sort of a map, like up here or something. I don't think that there's a map anywhere that just says, you know, like just like your regular metro or train or bus or whatever. It would just have a line of all the stations. Maybe there's one here. I don't think these cabins differ at all. Oh, no, differ a little bit. The manual is not here. Yeah, but I think that's about it. Hopefully I didn't have to switch. No. Can I? I'm so bad at this. Boom! That was a headshot. And bam. Got him. That's just what we do for fun over here. Okay, why don't you calm down? I'll just go 43. So I don't have to look at the light all the time. Let's drink some milk. Because of the thirst. Yeah, I need some bread. I might, even if I don't, if I decide to not continue playing, I might come back to it later. I'm not sure. There's just games that I... Oh shit, what do I do? What's that, I think? I'll just lower these as well, just in case they're connected to the power lines. That's what I did last time and it worked. Yeah, but there's games that I would love to play more. A few of them being Raft. That's one. That's kind of a same like island theme. That was a suggestion by at least one person, one of you guys, maybe two. I watched some gameplay footage and it seems really fun. What else? There's one story-based. That one was like 4 hours. But it's not as much survival crafting. It is kind of like a story mode wilderness game, first person. There's some more strategy based as well. It's like I don't know what you call them, like a not a city builder, but that sort of type. I don't know what you call it. We call it a strategy game. I don't know what's it called in English. But that's another one. There's I remember Surviving the Aftermath, I think it was called. Been playing it quite a bit recently. There you go. That's a fun game. It's kind of like an apocalypse situation. I don't remember what the exact story was. It wasn't a pandemic. It was something else. Or maybe it was a pandemic. But again, then there's more stuff coming in. Like meteors and more pandemics and all kinds of, like, nature just goes crazy every once in a while. Plus you have to explore a lot, craft a lot. There's like contamination. There's a lot of stuff going on, but it's really like but it's not a first person. It's like you build a mini community, which I kind of like, to be honest. And that's sort of all these like first person shooters, those are, I'm way past those. But those types of, like, you know, going and kind of defeating your opponent with whatever guns, whatever the hell, those types of games I still find appealing because there's like a slower pace to them. You don't have to like run around, you know, first person, shoot everyone in the head. That's a little bit too, not stressful even, it's just too frustrating. I get nervous. Like, it's just irritated, basically. Just like last episode. Or the boss fights in Stranded Deep. There's some element to it, I understand that. But that's like, if that's like most of the gameplay, then nah. Or these things. There's deer. Well. Fairly accurate. Still got it. So those are the few that come to my mind. There's a couple more. There's some of those island games. There's like a handful of them. There's some forest survival ones. I think one of the ones is literally called The Forest. And Escape the Pacific, that was another one I looked into. I think there's some issues people had with it. Like the reviews. Maybe that was Escape the Pacific? I don't remember. And there's another island one, but I don't think that was on Earth. So that's another one. Wagons are ready for transport. Make a radio call to receive detailed messages. Sure. Give it all to me. Ready for transport. Alright. I'm standing at Moshkovo Station on track 4. So that's here. So I'll go past them. I'm not gonna switch before them. But yeah, there's a handful. Off camera, I'm playing like The Long Dark. But that one is too stressful as well. Because you can be in like 15 episodes deep, or like the first run I did. You can be, you know, like a solid 10, 12 episodes in, and then just you do something stupid and you're done. The whole series is done. The permadeath aspect, I know there's like that you can cheat death, and also you can just, which I've done off camera, you can just Alt F4, right, and just nothing happened. But that's, I don't know, for the recordings, for the channel, that doesn't seem fair. That's just for my own good, to like get into the mid-game and end-game, just kind of experience that. But like as a recording, I don't know if that's the best type of content out there, to just cheat. But yeah, I love that game. But a little bit too volatile. And all of a sudden, things can happen. I hope that I had to go this direction. It kind of seems like it. Yeah, because the switch is after the wagons, the meter-wise. It's like a 70-80 meter difference. The radio, they could add something to it. I know you probably can't hear it, but there's like a recording, which is like 1 or 2 songs as far as I can remember. And then the radio, there's like opera music, which is fine. Like it's some atmosphere. I like the idea. And not like, obviously don't need like a GTA type of like 20 stations, but maybe add something more? Some actual 80s Russian music? Or something similar to it, maybe not like copyrighted music. That might be fun. More into the 80s culture as much as they had it. It was a rough time for people, but still, there's a lot of potential to kind of put that forefront, not just the architecture. And definitely improve the dialogues. Those are just brutal. Okay, there's 3 switches. What the fuck do I have to do? Okay, there's 1. There's 2. Okay, 3. Got it. Yeah, I'm just gonna run all of them. I'm gonna stop after this one, and I'm gonna run all 3 on my feet. Hope this should be better. Please. Look at that. That was smooth. Okay, switch 1. These are getting slightly more complicated. I mean, they still panel you, but it's, you know, more than 1 switch. I assume on harder difficulties they don't tell you? Maybe? You just have to figure it out yourself. If there's any harder difficulties, I think you can pick. Yeah, let's finish this one off. Think about it, whether I want to do another episode. Like, it's all the same. The whole train riding part itself, I know, I wasn't expecting to be stimulated. For, you know, train riding to be exciting, the process itself, not the stuff in between. I don't know, that's kind of also, like, going on trips, sure. There's not a whole lot of excitement. Even like Euro Truck Simulator, right? There's more excitement to that. Especially with mods. Active traffic, roadblocks, all kinds of stuff that you can add to it on top of the regular driving experience. Improve the graphics. Also, there's like a lot more scenery. This is like beautiful, but it's pretty kind of one-dimensional. Not a lot of things change. There's not like landmarks and stuff, right? It's Soviet Russia. It's not Paris. Shut up. Was I supposed to go this direction? I don't think. Am I even allowed to do this? No. I'm in the wrong one. Wow. Good thing I didn't touch anything there. Yeah, go backwards. Let's go a little bit slower. And that's the least of my concerns, like this not being exciting, but again, it's less exciting than, let's say, Euro Truck Simulator, which would be the most direct comparison to this, and to me, when it comes to like traveling long distances. It's all the same, right? It's like industrial zones. There's like, you know, kind of, what do you call them? Just homes, basically. There's two types. There's no, like, you know, landmarks, monuments, nothing beautiful of sorts. Across the occasional bridge. But again, it's Siberia, so what do you want? Let's do a 3. Yep, I should not have. Well, I played it this. I took it the safe route, as opposed to trying to ease into it. Hello, sir. I wonder if he knows that there's a train coming. Hello? Excuse me. Hi.
Ты что, чертовски пьян?
Mm-hmm.
Отцепите вагоны на станции Аяш у платформы номер 1 на 3-м пути.
There we go. Let's go. Oh, we have to murder some more. I already forgot. I don't know where. Yeah, let's just do one of those things. Probably done. Maybe both things. I don't know. But yeah, if anyone is watching this, let me know what you would like. Do you like the first person stuff? I'm still kind of trying to figure things out. I started this channel, I think 3 months ago. I think it was May, and now it's late May, and now it's late August. I think it's 3 months. it gained some traction like a month in, which was late June, which was all the Stranded Deep stuff. The Long Dark, which I love the Long Dark, but I think that like the most views I had for a video was like 20, which I expected. But Stranded Deep took off in a sense, 30 subscribers, but I had my first 1,000 view video, which is the first one. I'm really proud of it. That was really quick. It took only 3 months to get a 1,000 view video, which, for this type of content, this is not like high production value, but there's still, there's demand. You guys like it, the presentation style, so that made me happy. It's motivation as well. I would have played this without the camera as well, but might as well. Just try it out, see where that takes us. But yeah, 1,000 views one video, and then there's like a couple, 2 or 3 that were like over 300, 400. One was the finale, which is around 500 at this point. Finale of Stranded Deep, and there was like 1 or 2 more, like 300 plus. But this series, not too much. A few dozen. Kind of similar to the Long Dark. But yeah, there's something, I don't know, something's missing. Let's just put it that way. Wasn't expecting it to be a AAA level game, but there's something, I can't put my finger on it. Gets kind of stale, even with the expectation that it's not going to be, the most exciting thing in the world, right? Like Euro Truck Simulator, for example, right? And I came in, I knew that it's a, you just drive a truck, right, with different trailers. There's not a lot of excitement, but that game I've played for, like 60, 70 hours maybe, within like the first couple, no, maybe 3 months. Quite a bit, maybe 60, yeah. Around 60 sounds right. And Long Dark is way different. That's obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on. It's kind of addicting. Because you always have to be kind of on the move, and there's a lot of things to do, which I love. And always the constant threat of death. That kind of keeps you on your toes as well, especially in certain locations when there's more of that. Stranded Deep was more relaxed. I liked it. You kind of create your own, kind of, not scenario, but you can create it as difficult as you want it to be when it comes to like the wildlife and permadeath and all that stuff. I like that. The first one I made chill. I'm definitely going to do a second run in the future, but I don't want to do it now. I kind of want it time to pass and then be more excited to do it, as opposed to like right after this I'm going to go back to Stranded Deep and then just because it had more views. That was great, but that's not the complete goal, just for the views. Although that is a big bonus, but gonna try different things, see what you guys, whether it's just Stranded Deep or if there's several games that you guys like. I have like 10 that I want to go through. And there's some that I would love to play, but probably wouldn't be the best idea on this channel, like Euro Truck Simulator or American Truck Simulator. Those are probably not a good fit for this. Those would be great. I love those games. Got a bunch of DLCs too. They really pull you in, and they're on discount all the time, so just every time there's a discount, get a couple new maps, expansions. Grow quickly. I think it's at its peak right now after like 10 years. It's pretty much at its highest point ever. I wonder how far do we have to go for the murder. Yeah, let's just see. The lodge, I can sell the meat, but if there's only a lodge, then I'm not going to stop for it. The inventory is pretty forgiving. I'm not going to stop for 11 pieces of meat. I can probably cross the whole map and still have some room left. Yeah, I looked at Raft. Raft seemed more fun. I don't know the best way to describe it. There's like a lot of things going on. A lot of crafting, a lot of collecting. Obviously there's some killing of sharks and whatnot, but which can be annoying as they attack your raft for those who haven't seen it. But besides that, which is kind of just keeps you on your toes basically. Which honestly is kind of a good thing. It provides that, you know, you can't relax too much. It can't be like this. This is just, yeah. Shut up. And plus there's some other stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of variety as far as I saw. And pretty long gameplay too, I think. I watched some videos, unless they really dragged it on for too long. You know, Stranded Deep, I've seen, there's a bunch of videos that say 100 days. But you can finish it. What did I spend like 40 days maybe? At most? Yeah, definitely wasn't more than 50. So 100 seems, I guess if you play on harder difficulties, then you kind of have to, you can't go as freely, you have to kind of be more evasive, but you know, I don't think it would be double than what I did. But Raft seemed like it would take a little bit longer than Stranded Deep. That was my impression. Especially if I'm going to play it for the first time ever, then it's going to probably take longer. Stranded Deep I played, you know, a dozen times or so before. A dozen different saves. So besides the boss fights, I pretty much knew everything. Kind of. Alright, how far do we have to go? Oh. It's probably just this switch, but I kind of don't feel like risking it. I'm lowering these things as well. The things on the roof that connect to the wires. Because it worked the first time. Oh. Hello. Hi. Why is it? Okay. I'm sweating. It's so weird playing the game in Siberia. Negative 30 degrees and sweating because it's still summer out here. Okay, so this is some station I'm just passing through. I don't think this is anything of significance. But a few more kilometers left. I might have done an oopsie. I shot at this thing that keeps just making noise, and I shot at it, but it started smoking. So, probably not a smart decision, but nothing is broken here. I don't know what is it that could be broken. Like this thing, sure, screw it. But this thing, I shot at it, and it's 100%. So I have no idea what its problem is. Also, I'm not sure what the brake handle is for. But yeah, that's all the fun I've had these past, oh, I don't know, 5 kilometers maybe. So I just want to get to the next thing and then stop there. I don't want to stop the train for no reason.
Оцепите вагоны на станции Аяш у платформы номер 1 на третьем пути.
So we are almost there. Let's just deliver the wagons and not worry about whatever the hell is going on down there. Has something to do with whatever the hell this is. Doesn't look good. All it says here is like, don't open it, whatever. Dangerous. What is it? I don't know. Probably said that at the beginning, but I didn't take notes. So that's not good. Shit. Ew. I have to switch beforehand. I fucked up. It's dumb. Yeah. Yeah. Back it up. Oh Jesus, no! What is this bad? Is this bad? No. Ugh. Alright, let's restart this.
Оцепите вагоны на станции Аяш у платформы номер 1 на третьем пути.
Alright, we're back. This time we'll try to be less careless. Now let's just get this over with. I have to stop before the switch. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes. Let's not crash into any trains this time. It's kind of a tight run, isn't it? Because, okay, I missed it, And then the train was waiting for me right there. It was moving. So I'm not quite sure how this works. Like when I stop, I go for a switch. Is the train gonna like already try to hit me, or is it gonna hit the wagons as I head down my way? Oh, it is beautiful though. Let's just brake. Let's not mess around. It's actually gonna be close. It's gonna be fine. Whee! I think if as long as it's below 10, it's fine. Let's just arrive. We can do all the fun stuff next time, if there will be a next time. Why can I not switch? Why? It's broken? Oh, it's occupied. Not this one, though. I have no idea. I think... Is it like another glitch? It's like, it's enough, right? It's not... Well, that's not good, is it? It's a bit dramatic, for sure. I'll just think about it. I'll maybe try again off camera, and we'll see if I want to do the next episode. Or just call it quits for now. So we'll see about that. It's been kind of linear and purposeful, purposeless, no purpose. I don't know what the right word is. It's been lacking purpose. It has potential, but I don't know. 4 episodes is kind of, if there's like 15 hours, I don't know. It seems like a lot. So we'll see what I'll do next episode. Maybe this, maybe something new. So yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.